Okay, so today we talked about section 7.2, which is covering identifying and classifying angles. So we talked a lot about angles today. Let's get started by figuring out what an angle is. Sometimes that's tricky to label them. So here I drew an angle, angle ABC, or angle 4. Notice an angle is made up of two rays that meet at a vertex. So the vertex here is vertex B. So two rays that meet at a vertex. Alright, now there's two different ways we can name this. We can name it just by this number here and call this angle 4. We'll write that angle 4. Or we can also name it by using three letters, A, B, C. So we can call this angle A, B, C, or we can call it C, B, A. Angle C, B, A. This is our little symbol for angle. Notice though that B, the vertex, has to be in the middle of our names if we're going to use the three-letter way of labeling angles. But in your homework, I'm pretty sure they just use this notation. Now let's talk about classifying angles. You can classify them 4 different ways. Actually, there's 5, but we're only learning 4 today. So if our angle is between 0 and 90 degrees, so if it's between 0 and 90, we call it acute. If you remember in class, a cute little angle. It's very small. It's a cute little angle. All right. An acute angle could be like this, or it could be almost 90 degrees, but not quite. It could be even smaller than any of those. These are all acute angles. Very small. Less than 90 degrees. Now, a 90-degree angle is special. We call that a right angle. So a right angle has to look like this. And we usually label it with a little corner, a little box in the corner to show that it is 90 degrees. This is a right angle. If our angle is between 90 and 180 degrees, we call that obtuse. Okay? So, for instance, I could have an obtuse angle that's way big. So like this. I could have an obtuse angle that's just a little bit bigger than 90 degrees. Or I could have something in between, like this. Okay, these are all obtuse angles. Anything between 90 and 180 degrees. 180 degrees is another special angle. We call that a straight angle for a very obvious reason, because when we create a straight angle, it's just a straight line. This is a straight angle. It's 180 degrees. This is 180 degrees. Okay? There's no special way to label that. We just say it's a straight angle. So these are our classifications. Now, another thing we learned today was complementary and supplementary angles. Complementary angles are angles, so two angles that add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. Now, I think I told you a way to remember these, the ABC 1, 2, 3 method. C comes before S in the alphabet, and 90 comes before 100, so complementary goes with 90 and supplementary goes with 180. Let's go over an example. So we want to find the complement of angle D. Measure of angle D is 56.4 degrees. Well, if we need to find the complement of angle D, then we need to find an angle that when added to angle D gives me 90 degrees. So all we have to do is take 90 minus our angle. So over here, off to the side, I'm going to take 90 minus 56.4. Remember, we have to line up our decimals. I'm going to borrow from this 9. Gives me a 9 here. 10 minus 4 gives me 6. 9 minus 6 gives me 3. 8 minus 5 gives me 3. So my complement is 33.6 degrees. Okay? Now, finding a supplement to an angle is very similar. Supplement, remember S comes after C, so in 180 comes after 90, so S, or supplementary, has to go with 180 degrees. To find the supplement of any angle, you just have to take 180 minus that angle. So we're going to use the same angle, angle D, which is 56.4 degrees. Off to the side, we're going to take 180 minus 56.4. Remember to line up your decimals. I have to borrow from the 8, gives me 10, 9, 10, minus 4 gives me 6, 9 minus 6 gives me 3. Where am I now? 7 minus 5 gives me 2. Bring down my 1, bring my decimals straight down, So my supplement is 123.6 degrees. All right, and these two examples make up number 15 in your homework. So hopefully that helps you a bit with your homework tonight.